Good morning, and welcome to this year's Founders Day Assembly, something we were not able to have last year. We are going to start by the singing of our national anthems. Could everybody please rise, and we'll sing O Canada. Il est de tradition que nous célébrions la fondation de notre école chaque novembre. En même temps que nous célébrons notre 113e anniversaire, nous nous réunissons pour reconnaître ce qui signifie être une communauté. Notre école existe depuis 113 ans grâce à la force de notre communauté. Prenez un moment pour regarder en arrière, vous présenter M. Charles Taylor de la classe de 1946, qui est le plus vieil ancien élève vivant à Montréal à l'âge de 90 ans. Jinghan Lee, qui a 5 ans, est notre plus jeune élève à Sawin House. Lorsqu'il obtiendra son diplôme, il fera partie de la classe de 2033. Même s'il y a une différence d'âge de 85 ans, ils sont toujours liés car ils ont tous deux fréquenté l'école Sawin House. Being a part of a community like ours is a privilege, and at the heart of who we are and what we do are some incredibly kind, generous, and hardworking people. This year, Miss Laura Osborne, whose son Andrew's in grade 8, and Henry, who's in grade 6, is receiving the Nancy Pitfield Volunteer Award, which we use to recognize a volunteer that works very, very hard to make the school a better place. And Mr. Vince Guzzo, who has 2 sons who have already graduated, a son Vito in grade 11 and Delano in grade 7, is being honored with the Spears Medal. This medal is awarded each year by the school's Board of Governors to someone who has a long history of dedication to the school. Our Old Boys Association, which is our alumni association, which you will all be part of when you graduate, will sometimes elect people to be honorary Old Boys. These would be people who the Old Boys feel have made an outstanding contribution to the school. This year, 3 new people will be inducted as honorary Old Boys. Ms. Cindy Morton, who worked in our Advancement and Alumni Office for many years. Sadly, Cindy is no longer with us as she passed away after a short illness last year. Mr. Richard Wills, who's with us here today taking pictures. I mean, you've seen him at many of our assemblies, and this is actually his very last assembly with us. He's retiring at Christmas. He's with us today, and he's currently a member of our communications team. He has worked many years with their alumni, and the other young man is Mr. Pete Govan, who is currently in his 50th year of teaching at Sawin House. That's a big hand. If you think about that for a moment, 50 years in any one place is a very long time, so thank you, Pete. So I'd like to, at this point, congratulate all of our award winners. So big round of applause for everybody.
Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to briefly introduce the term legacy and why it matters. Legacy is the dent you leave behind, the impression you leave behind, the impacts you leave behind, and what you are known for. So, why is the legacy important? Legacy is important because we need to understand why Selwyn is Selwyn and understand its values and how it relates to today. Hi, my name is Harry Dwyer and I am a member of Lucas House. Mr. Algernon Lucas was the founder of our school, which was originally called Lucas School. He came to Canada from England, where he went to Selwyn College at Cambridge University. Our school was originally on Crescent Street downtown. Teachers lived in the school and taught all 7 students. The school grew quickly, and so it moved to Mackay Street, where 55 students attended. Boxing was one of our first sports, and an old horse stable behind the school was used as a workshop for carpentry.
Hi, I am Markana Rudra from Macaulay House. Mr. Macaulay gave our school its current name, Selwyn House, named for the school that he and his friend Mr. Lucas had attended in England. He created the motto Veritas, which was worn on the school uniform, and we still wear it proudly today. Mr. Macaulay played college soccer and rugby. He sang in the choir and also loved history and debating. When Mr. Lucas died in 1916, Mr. Macaulay and the school established the Lucas Memorial Medal in his honor. We gave this award to a grade 11 student each year at graduation who is deemed by the staff and his classmates to best represent the values of Selwyn House through academic success, good sportsmanship, superior effort, citizenship, and leadership.
Hi, my name is Aaron Beckrig from Wanstall House. Mr. Wanstall became the owner of our school in 1929. In 1930, he moved the school into a building on Redpath Street, where for the first time, the school had a proper library, a dining room, a gymnasium, and an assembly hall. Mr. Wanstall died in the middle of the school year in 1945, and the school was going to close, but luckily, some parents and graduates worked together and raised money to purchase the school. They formed the Selwyn House Association. Parents and Old Boys continues to support the school in many ways to this day.
Bonjour, je suis Victor Nicolet de la Maison Spears. Monsieur Robert Spears a écrit l'hymne de l'école que nous chantons au cor aujourd'hui, en plus de faire valoir l'importance des cours de français. Il voulait un plus grand nombre d'élèves francophones à l'école afin que les élèves francophones et anglophones puissent se donner l'occasion de se comprendre et de s'admirer au sein d'une même communauté. Il croyait aussi beaucoup à l'esprit d'école qui se développe en participant à des activités parascolaires. Sous sa gouverne, le premier laboratoire de chimie a été construit pour donner vie aux expériences scientifiques. Le système de maison a été formellement établi et l'association des anciens a vu le jour. En 1960, l'école comptait 265 élèves, un nombre que le bâtiment Redpath ne pouvait plus contenir. L'école a déménagé dans l'ancienne école secondaire de Westmont, où nous nous trouvons aujourd'hui. Le Dr Spears a dirigé Selwyn House pendant plus de 25 ans, alors que l'établissement passait de 99 à près de 500 élèves.
Hi, my name is Luca Rowland. Mr. Trebetskoy created the Founders Day event, which we are celebrating today. It is a day to look back and recognize the community we have built over the last 113 years. He expanded the library, and it became a prominent part of the school with displays, book fairs, storytelling, and volunteer teas. Under his leadership, the first computer programming courses began, and in 1980, we bought our first computer. The athletics program grew to 18 teams under Mr. Trebetskoy's leadership.
Bonjour, mon nom est Marc-Antoine Bougie. Bien que le séjour de M. Robert Mannion ici était bref, il a contribué à l'école de manières importantes. Il a réformé le conseil étudiant et créé l'élection des préfets par le vote des garçons et du personnel. Il a également mis sur pied la toute première mouture de l'organisation des parents et a contribué à la création de la médaille Spears, la plus haute distinction de l'école, décernée chaque année dans le cadre de la journée des fondateurs à un membre de notre communauté qui a apporté une contribution importante.
Hi, my name is Jalen Chopra. Mr. Mitchell introduced kindergarten to the school and enhanced the French program with the goal of graduating bilingual students. Grades 7 and 8 was established as the new middle school, and the Macaulay building was purchased and became the home to senior school. Under his leadership, major fundraising campaigns raised a lot of money to renovate the Lucas building and built the Spears building from the ground up. A priority for Mr. Mitchell was to raise money for financial assistance so that all students could afford to come to our great school, regardless of their financial means.
Hi, my name is Lucas Victor. Mr. Hal Hannaford brought his camp counselor experience to life as headmaster. Our school motto, Veritas, is a Latin word that means truth. Mr. Hannaford created our school vision statement, incorporating 3 truths that we all live by: to be true to ourselves, with others, and to our school. He taught us about the benefits of an all-boys school. Under his leadership, we developed as a relational school, ensuring that every boy is known and loved, and we gather weekly at assemblies to share and learn from each other. The Student Success Center was created during his time to further support students academically. Caring for one another and making sure the faculty and staff are supported to do great things was also very important to Mr. Hannaford.
Thank you, guys. That was great. I get to play myself. First of all, everybody knows I'm Mr. Downey. I'm the 9th headmaster in Selwyn House's history. En ce jour d'anniversaire, nous pouvons être fiers de notre héritage, de ce que nous sommes aujourd'hui et de ce que nous allons faire. Nous sommes une école ancrée dans la tradition, mais en même temps, nous allons vers l'avenir. Nous venons de devenir entièrement privés, ce qui signifie que depuis l'automne dernier, pour la première fois depuis le milieu des années 1970, nous pouvons admettre n'importe quel étudiant. J'espère que vous avez remarqué que nous avons récemment ajouté une nouvelle vérité à notre vision. Nous avons déjà true to yourself, true to others, and true to your school, et maintenant nous avons true to your world. But you know, what does that mean? Well, we know that there are significant challenges facing our planet. People around the world are not always getting along, and protecting the environment is a growing concern. We must all pull together to solve these issues. All countries and all people must learn to work together. Our foundation is built through educational philosophy, which I'm sure everybody has read on our website. But just in case you haven't, I'm going to give you a few of the highlights. This is what we believe our school should be like. We believe that your learning should be based on relationships, responsibility, and purpose. We want you to know that you belong to a caring and relational community whose members understand each other and grow together. We believe that you need to play and experiment with your learning, both individually and together in teams. We want you to have the courage to venture into uncharted areas and disciplines with the confidence to explore, challenge, and innovate without worrying about the limitations of failure. Nous pensons également que nos langues et nos cultures sont importantes pour nous. Nous voulons que vous embrassiez le patrimoine de Montréal du Québec tout en vous préparant à vous engager avec le Canada et le monde entier tout au long de votre vie. C'est pourquoi nous avons ajouté True to the World à notre déclaration Veritas. Now, the purpose of this morning was really to give you guys a brief history of Selwyn House through the eyes of the headmasters, but at the same time celebrating our birthday. So now I know many of you have heard, I think many of you may not have heard the school hymn before Remembrance Day. And like I said before, we are a school steeped in tradition. And in the history of the headmasters, Dr. Spears did write the first 3 verses of this song, and a 4th verse was added in French in 2008 when we celebrated our 100th birthday. So as I said before, like, we're steeped in tradition, so I invite everybody to please stand and join me in the singing of the school hymn.
To all our student speakers today and to our headmaster, a big thank you for your presentations today for our Founders Day Assembly. As well as our second time together from grade 7 to 11, a huge thank you to our audience for being amazing. So thank you to you. So this concludes our assembly. I'm going to call out the dismissal. We're going to start with grade 7 to leave through the side door over here.